Well, hello, friends. Welcome back to Quarantine Talk. It's day two here, and we're still going. So, today I thought I would talk a little bit about programming skill because I get some messages from people asking, "Hey, Andreas, I wish I could get to your level of programming skill. How do I get there?" And I remember having the same kind of questions in the past, and I still kind of have the same question in the present about how to get to the next level above where I am, but I'm also kind of aware of how to get there, where I've become aware. So there are two things that matter here when you want to advance to the next level, really, and it's time investment and effort investment, and everything else is kind of fuzzy, I think. But you got to put in the time if you want to advance, and not just quantity time, but quality time, and that's where the effort comes in. So when I'm programming, I'm most often I'm trying to do the best that I can, and in the past I wasn't always doing that, but it's something that I decided that I want to approach it that way because I discovered that when I do it that way, it's so much more productive for me, and it's just I can feel my skill developing, and I can feel myself, becoming better at programming, becoming smarter. I'm quicker to catch mistakes and things like that. And it really is just a decision, but it can be draining. So um, if you're not used to it, then it's going to feel kind of weird at first. But really, you want to find a way that you can put yourself into that mindset. And whenever you're doing programming, that you're actually doing your best. And it can be scary to do your best. And like I found it scary to do my best in the past, just because um, I'm going to do my best and then show it to someone. And then if they judge it, then it's like they're judging my best. It was the best I could do at the time. That was a hurdle for me to get over. But I got over that, of course. It's just this thing that feels strange when you're new to it. But then when I started doing this videos and pushing Serenity to GitHub and stuff like that, it was the whole thing all over again. Like now everybody can see me trying my best, and you can see me make the mistakes that I make on the way. And it was very intimidating. But now that I got more used to it, I'm very, very happy that I decided to do that. And it's just me taking steps that I've identified to try to get to the next level from where I am. And so, what am I trying to say? That if you want to get to the next level in terms of programming skill, you got to put in more time, and you got to put in quality time. Maybe you're putting in tons of time already, and you don't even have more time that you can spend. Then you got to increase the quality. You got to focus on what you're doing, and you have to take it seriously. And conversely, if you are doing quality stuff but you're not spending that much time, if you want to get better, you're probably going to have to put more time in. And I guess something that I don't normally talk about, but because it's kind of obvious to me, but I spend a lot of my time programming, right? I sacrifice a lot of other aspects of life to make space for programming, and it's a decision that I make, and it's a decision that other people do not make that decision, right? Like other people have different lives than I do. Then they spend time with their children, or they go and do sports or do whatever, right? And whenever people are doing that, I'm programming, and it's a decision I make, and it's the way I like it. And it's it's always funny when you see these. There's always these feel good blogs coming up every now and then. Somebody saying, you don't have to program outside of work. You can do whatever you want outside of work. Uh, and every time I see those, I always think, well, what if I want to program outside of work? But I recognize not everybody's like that. But the truth of the matter is that at the end of the day, somebody who programs outside of work is going to get ahead of you if you don't do that. And it's fine if you don't want that life, but you can't you can't not program and expect to keep getting better and better at it. You got to keep doing it. Anyway, um, it's just something I was thinking about. It's kind of cold out, but it is weird just sit in the car, talk to the camera. Hope everybody's doing all right. I'm still doing the browser videos. It's uh, it's going pretty okay. I can feel myself sort of tunnel visioning a little bit at the moment, like being super hyper focused on just bringing up the JavaScript stuff. And I know that there are many people on this channel who are less interested in like JavaScript engine browser stuff and more interested in operating system kernel stuff. And it'll all even out, of course, over time. And if you've been around on this channel for a while, then you're familiar with the way that I get into something and I stick to that for a while, and then I get into something else and stick to that for a while. And that's just how I work. I've always been like that. Um, Sort of phasic or whatever. So yeah, I we need to figure out what this format should be like because um, when I've been driving to work, it's been so natural because like the landscape keeps changing and I'm sort of heading towards something and there's a deadline or like a time limit, right? And now it's like time limit is I got to get back inside and um, do indoor stuff, but I don't know how this works. We'll figure it out. I should I should mention that um, I'm calling these videos quarantine talk, and YouTube immediately flagged them as like inappropriate or whatever. So I like the title so much that I'm going to keep it, but if it's causing like trouble and it ends up that you can't even see the videos or something, I'm going to have to change it. But I do like the name. It's just perfect for this timeline that we find ourselves in, right? Welcome back to Quarantine Talk. Anyway, it's good talking. I guess I'll see you next time. Bye.